Hey, this is Spit Press TV. I'm here with Cam, Mitch and Nick from Fire Ant Studios and a little band called Tolast from the Beaches. And we're just going to have a chat. So I guess firstly what I want to ask, because people might not know, but tell me about Fire Ant. What do you guys do? And yeah, how'd you end up becoming what you are?
We're a recording studio on the Northern Beaches. Basically just three guys that got together all into recording, writing music and that kind of thing. We decided to put a studio together to record stuff that we want to record and make a business out of it, I guess. So we can work on that kind of thing.
I can see these visions in my mind, and somehow you have to feed them too.
You guys have a great space here. What sort of advice do you have for people who potentially want to make their own, or even want to work in a space like this?
Just get out there, do it. Don't give up.
You'll be back, I'm sure.
A publication like the Spit Press is useful for someone like Fire Ant Recording Studios. Why do you think that sort of collaboration can be quite integral?
The Spit Press, as a publication, gives us information on upcoming bands that we may not have any other way of hearing about, and this in turn lets us check them out and suss out whether we'd like to work with them or not, and whether we want to pursue them more, or who they are. If they come to us, it's good to know a bit about who we're working with. That way we can get a better result on the final record.
I mean, it's just a great way for people to find out about something like Fire Ant Studios, which is a great place.
It's so agonizing to hate yourself for feeling.
We're also speaking to Tolast here. Can you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you guys do?
We've been around for 5-6 months.
We actually recorded our EP here about, a month ago now. We spent like 2 days in the studio solidly working, recording all of our songs, which was just a sick experience. Like, all the guys just totally get music back to front, and yeah, it was just, we came out with a really good end product, like produced perfectly the way we wanted it. Yeah.
If someone wanted to record at Fire Ant Studios, what would they do? Who would they speak to?
Well, check out the website, fireantstudios.com.au. Yeah, so check out the website, all of our contact details. Me, Nick or Cam, where all our numbers are up there, so you can just give us a call directly if you feel like it and you know who you're talking to.
It's the words at the worst that define just you and I. See you lost, but you're not too far from me to hide.
Hey, this is Dan from Spit Press TV, here with Amanda from Kate Sylvester. So, Kate Sylvester, how long have you guys been here for?
We've been here since December last year, so it's all pretty new.
December last year.
It's about 7 months.
And you came over from New Zealand?
Yes, Katie and I. Katie's the store manager. She came from Auckland and I came from Wellington, and yeah, so it's all good timing and been here ever since.
Nice. So what made you come over to Sydney?
Pretty much Sydney's the closest place to home. That's a big city, and we both did design and in that sort of industry. It's the best place to come, and it's close to home, and yeah.
Yeah, it's not too far from New Zealand.
No, a good 3 hours, plane.
So was there anything that made you decide Oxford Street and this sort of area?
Kate and Wayne were looking for ages for a place to have a store. It was in production for about 2 years, and then finally they came across this place, and it was a really good area to get things going, especially this end of Oxford Street, and then things started falling into place, and from there it started working out really well. Yeah.
So that's Wayne Conway who designed this place?
Yes, so Wayne Conway's the art director, and he's Kate's partner, and he's the one that always comes up with the fit outs and the direction of how the shops go, and does the website, and all around creative guy.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
Yeah, it's pretty alright.
So what else is coming up for Kate Sylvester the next few months?
Right now we're coming to the end of our 2010 winter. And then beginning of August we've got the new collection, Spring Summer 2011, called This Charming Man. So that will just show on at Fashion Week in May, and so then out in stores in August.
Bit of Smith's theme in there.
Yes. Kate, as you can see, is really into her vintage records and the players. So that's another thing we have going is tea and vinyls at the store, that people can come and drink tea and play with our vinyls. And,
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Have a good listening session.
exactly. Have a bit of jam, chill out.
Yeah. So, what do you feel? Why is Spit Press important for the creative community?
I think it's a really good way of bringing everyone together, and it's a really good publication that everyone relates to, and there are great writers, and it's a great little thing that everyone is aware of and has a little input, and sort of just bringing everyone together.
Bring everyone
Yeah.
together. So, you've got planned for the launch of the new line.
New collection. Like I said, it's coming out August, so it coincides New Zealand Fashion Weeks in September, and so Kate's in the talks of hopefully doing a show here as well in the store. So hopefully we'll get the band called The Falls. They play down at the Hollywood to come and perform, and then we'll have a little mini show going on, and then hopefully it will just work really well alongside New Zealand Fashion Week and the new collection, and watch that out.
So that's in New Zealand, you're getting the band play.
No, the band's going to be wanting to have a show here.
So in store.
In store,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So
Should be fun.
watch the space. Should hopefully be a good night.
Yeah.
So, and with Spit Press, who is hopefully going to help us out.
Yeah. I'm sure they will.
Do a great job.
See similarities between kind of the creative direction that Spit Press is taking and Kate and Sylvester.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we're both trying to reach a particular market, and Kate's really a really quirky designer, and she likes to reach in all areas, and I think it's the same with Spit Press. About approaching different sectors, not just defining themselves to one area.
So do you guys have any advice for young designers trying to make their way in the world?
Make their way. I guess it's a matter of having a dream and really pursuing it. Kate, I just graduated from design school, and Kate actually was at my graduation, which was a surprise, and she did a speech, and pretty much her speech just said, never give up on what it is you want to dream on, or what your dream is, and just work really incredibly hard. And then you surround yourself around people who are creative and bring people together, and hopefully one day, your dream will become reality. Yeah, for sure.
So finally, where can people get their hands on some Kate and Sylvester designs?
Designs. Like I said, this is the flagship store, so we hold every collection, the Sylvester range and the Kate Sylvester range. They can also find it at Myer and a few stores around Sydney and the rest of Australia, but in Paddington, 168 Oxford Street, Paddington. This is where everything is, and then that's where you come and hang out and meet us and chill out.
We're looking forward to the tea and vinyl session.
Sounds great.
Thanks very much for
Thank
talking
you.
to us. We're with Dan from Spit Press.
And I cannot believe what we have done.
Hey guys, welcome to Spit Press TV. Here today with Green from Worldwide, who's our marketing manager and all-around promoter. Now you've worked on Friday nights, which is called Mom. What can you tell us about Friday nights?
Friday night's the biggest indie night, pretty sure in Australia, at least in Sydney. We have 8 live bands every week, 12 indie DJs, and that's every week we have that. And then every 2 or 3 months we have a big party. Like last Friday we had 15 bands play for us. So you compare that to anywhere else in Sydney, at least. You've got venues like Hopetown closed down, or Annandale, or Spectrum, and they have 3 or 4 bands on a Friday night. So we do 8, and our last band finishes at 2:30. Our last band finished on Friday at 4 a.m. So we run indie music till really, really late.
Yeah, sweet. Now at Worldwide, you guys have got a pretty eclectic mix of evenings. You're trying to separate your different nights. What makes Friday night so special compared to your Sundays, which is more relaxed and chilled out?
Friday night, I guess it's the only time we're doing live music at the bar. The rest of the nights are based around DJs. There's actually an arts night on a Wednesday night called The Wall, So we do the bar does a lot of really different things, and the management's really supportive in putting out new ideas. And just, if you have a weird idea, they never say no. They just say, hey, let's workshop it into something that we can make happen.
Yeah, so you're obviously showcasing a lot of up-and-coming bands. So why does World Bar see it so important to showcase up-and-coming talent?
We're actually really selective in who we get to play. Each week we'd have at least 2 to 4 bands from interstate, like Brisbane, Melbourne, and then we quite often get bands from Newcastle and Canberra as well. So yeah, we've always got quite good bands. Like in the past we've had, before they blew up, Art vs Science, who were Triple J Hottest 100 winners last year. Philadelphia Grand Jury, The Greats, Thieves Climb Blue, Paper Scissors, like basically any decent young indie band in Australia, from Sydney at least, has come up through Mum.
Yeah, so here at the Spit Press, we're kind of keen to showcase for ourselves some upcoming talent in the creative community. So why is it important for you guys to link up with us?
Cool. Well, I'm glad you brought that up. On September 24, we're doing our next big party. We haven't got a name for it yet. I think it's going to be another 15 bands sort of thing, and I think we're actually going to try and do 30 DJs.
Wow.
So that's a massive event itself. But yeah, we're going to have Spit Press curating one of the rooms. World Bar's got 3 levels, and I think level 1, guys at Spit Press are going to pull together some music that sort of links in well with like what you guys do with the magazine.
Yeah.
And like we've seen the first 2 editions, and what you guys are putting out in the community is really good. And you see, I've got lots of friends that are different types of artists, and they get inspired by music, and musicians get inspired by art and other creative realms. So pulling in a magazine like Spit Press, and hopefully pulling in some of, like, you guys can get your stuff across to some of the people that like our music, and hopefully we can get across to the guys that like the magazine.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you guys have up and coming in the next couple of months?
What have we got? This week we've actually got a pretty big gig. Violent Soho, they just come back from New York. They're actually playing a gig at the Annandale, but they're coming to us to have an after party. On top of that, we've got a lot of really cool Sydney bands actually doing DJ sets. So Louis from Warhorse is going to be there playing some tracks. Hayley from Chain Gang, the guys from Mythantropics, Violent Soho DJs, like I said before. Alvin from St. Augustine Academy, the Sydney fashion label. Sweetie from FBI, one of the presenters there. And then we've also got Baby X is our headline band for the night from the Blue Mountains, and Boys, a band over from Perth, which I reckon are going to be one of the most party bands we've had since I've been there.
Cool, so what can you tell us about what's most important for you guys in the next up and coming months that you really want our listeners to know about?
I mean, every week, like I said, we do 8 bands more than anywhere else, but the next big thing that we've got on is the party on the 24th of September. It's the end of it's the end of mid-semester break for some students. It's the start of mid-semester break for other students, so it's a pretty good reason to go out and get loose.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 15 bands, so across 3 levels, and 30 DJs. It's going to be a couple of different presenting partners in it. One of them is the Spit Press, so that's why it's great to have you guys on board.
Yeah.
So yeah, get along to that. 24th, the bands will be announced in early September. Spit Press will be curating a room, and if you want to help the Spit Press out, get on their website when the bands are launched. You can get on their door list, get on their guest list, so you get discounted entry on the night, and then the money raised through their guest list is going to go back to the Spit Press and help you guys help the Spit Press keep putting out a better magazine every 2 months.
Awesome. Alright, cool. Well, yeah, be sure to check out World Bar for an awesome night out. If you're keen on live music, hit up Mum on Fridays, or if you want a bit of a different feel, a bit of comedy, look at Wednesdays as well. But thanks to Green for talking to us, and yeah, be sure to check out the Spit Press soon.